Hey you guys, what's up? This is Brandon, and I wanted to talk about Nintendo 64 finally coming to the Nintendo Switch. Now, ever since the Nintendo Switch got a paid online service, it has been pretty lackluster. All you've got to do is pay to play Nintendo games online, and even then, the online service hasn't been that great. Some games, the Nintendo service is laggy, you get in and out of connection, I guess it just depends on the game. But what you do get from it is you get to play Nintendo games and Super Nintendo games. Now, I feel like that's kind of okay, but we've played so many Nintendo games and Super Nintendo games on every single Nintendo console because you've had the Nintendo eShop and all that stuff for so long that you just keep rebuying these games. What it feels like is we buy the same games over and over again to play them on the new consoles that come out. And this, I feel like Nintendo Switch should have launched with all of this, but that's just me. We got Super Nintendo, but now we're getting an expansion pack to the Nintendo online service, and it's gonna, I don't know how much more it's gonna be, but it's going to include Sega Genesis games and Nintendo 64 games. Finally we're getting Nintendo 64 games on the Nintendo Switch. So we'll finally get to play, well, we already can play Mario 64 with that Mario bundle that we got last year, but we can play Zelda Ocarina of Time, which I feel like they should have made a remake for that for this year for Zelda's anniversary, but that's just me. We can play Ocarina of Time, Banjo-Kazooie, Diddy Kong Racing, Mario Kart 64, the original Mario Party, all those classic Nintendo 64 games that we played and known and loved as kids. We finally get to play on the Nintendo Switch, which is fine and dandy, but I hope they release the new games at a steady interval so we can continue playing them. So I do like it, but when are we gonna have Game Boy games on there? Game Boy games would be cool because I'd love to play like Blue and Red and Gold, Silver, and Crystal and all them on my big TV on my Nintendo Switch. That'd be cool. Some regular Game Boy games and GameCube. There's no reason why this can't support GameCube type games as well. I don't understand the slow rollout for these. By the time we get GameCube games on the Nintendo Switch online service, a new console is going to be out by now because we're already almost halfway past the Nintendo Switch's life cycle. But I am happy Nintendo 64 is on there. There's definitely some games I'm going to play. I'm going to replay Ocarina of Time for probably like the 20th time in a row. Not in a row, but the 20th time. I'm going to play all those games, but, I feel like it should have been on there from the get-go. And I feel like it does increase the usefulness of the service. Like, now you get to play Nintendo 64 games. But I feel like if they were going to do that, they shouldn't have increased the price. They should have just been like, hey, we're going to throw in 64 games on here for you. There you go. Why would you increase the price to throw in 64 games on there? I feel like if you're going to have us pay $20 a month, throw the entire library of games on there. Throw Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, GameCube, Game Boy, Sega Genesis. Throw all of it on there at once for the $20 a month. Then you've got some worthwhile content. But I still feel like it, I'm willing to pay the $20 a month because it's less than other subscription services for, like Xbox and PlayStation. And I do go online with a lot of my Nintendo games, but I wish you could play the Nintendo 64 games from the beginning. But I'm not complaining because we're getting them this October, so I can't really complain that much. So, yeah, that's my thoughts. I'm excited it's coming. Should have been there from the beginning, but can't wait to play the N64 games, and I definitely will increase my subscription. Let me know your guys' thoughts on Nintendo 64 games finally coming to the Nintendo Switch online service in the comment section below. Also, if this is your first time viewing, please click that subscribe button for more. This is Brandon. Thanks for watching. Peace.